How are you feeling right now?
Terrified. Yeah.
What are you scared of?
Well, I'm not really scared of nothing, but scared I lose my life. I was scared I lose my life because the water was just gushing in our house like a pool. I was scared for my mother, scared for myself, scared for everybody. Yeah, but it can get better soon. Soon. Oh no. Must get better.
I've spent half my life in the Caribbean. It's a special part of the world. It's my community. As soon as I heard of the devastation, I gathered what I could and I headed there to help. Seeing firsthand an entire country crippled in a day has changed my life forever. It was strange to arrive somewhere that people were trying to be evacuated from.
So I've just landed on Virgin Gorda for the first time, and it's really, really, really harrowing. Everything is totally destroyed. I mean, the people here are just amazing. They're in good spirits, and they're just, you know, if you just look around me right now, everything is completely destroyed. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing some old local friends, but I'm not looking forward to seeing the state of the place. But we're going to do what we can to get them back on their feet.
Silva!
Cheers, man.
Got a present for you!
Silmy got you.
Silva, why you in suit? Hi, you in whole morning. Hi, Coach. I'm
Very so glad to see you, sir. Oh my
She was planning to come now to see you, you know.
God. We brought you good day.
Oh,
So how is it landing?
So I just got a little bit emotional seeing this lovely lady Selma, who I've known for how long? How old was I when we?
You were 9 years old when I
was
get to know you.
9 years old. So she's like my second mama out here.
Oh yes, and I love him.
Oh, I love it too.
Thanks God we are alive. As long as we have
We
life,
will build.
we'll get back all of those.
We'll
Get them.
rebuild. We will rebuild.
Yeah.
Takes a while, but we will.
Yeah. Cool.
Team effort.
Oh yeah.
Unity is strength.
If everyone does a little bit, a lot gets done.
Yes.
Hurricane Irma is here in the Virgin Islands.
I've been through 3 hurricanes, and this is the most terrible one I ever saw in my whole entire life. The Category 5. I've been to Hurricane David, I've been to Yubu, I've been to Maryland, and it was never like this. This one was intense. Very, very much intense.
Okay.
So,
Gary, what's your experience so far of being on the ground out here?
My experience is it's like a war zone. And I've had many experiences. I've seen Afghanistan and Iraq and Nigeria, and I've probably never seen anything like this.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
In terms of what, in what way?
It's collateral damage. You know, when you've seen explosions, that can cause a certain amount of damage, but this is completely the whole area. It's like a nuclear weapon that's gone off. The easiest way to describe it.
Yeah. How would you explain that?
She was in no hurry.
hurricane or hurricane in mash up places, but not like this.
My wife and I, Monica, we were in the closet holding onto the door because the pressure was so great that just holding on.
But when I got here, it was much worse, like to see that the boats flipped over, the house is destroyed, like the entire forest, like almost every tree in the forest was battered and beaten. There was no leaves left.
Everything gone. Everything. I don't even have a pot to cook. I live by my daughter, but she have a one-bedroom apartment, and I shame to sleep with she and her husband and her 2 children in one bedroom.
2 of our friends had just had triplets, and like their entire roof blew off. They ended up in the shower. The father ended up with some lacerations trying to protect the babies. One of the babies got cut on the top of the head.
Well, I have 2 sons in the States, and when I talk to them, they're just screaming, "Ma, you okay? Ma, you okay? What happened? We see on the news everybody dead." I said, "No, child, we ain't dead." No.
Jojo's an old friend I've known for years, and she's just come back into the area and seen her house for the first time. Like, what can you tell us about what's happened?
Oh, this thing is total devastation everywhere. I come up here at Virgin Gorda, everything is gone. My home is gone, my vehicle. I don't even have a place to stay, nowhere to sleep, but I have my life.
You can't possibly comprehend what it is like to experience somewhere that goes from such an idyllic place to a humanitarian disaster zone so quickly. And
Florida's got 6.5 million people without power. Georgia's got over 1 million. South Carolina has got 250,000, all from this same storm. We're also, all through the island. St. John is trashed. St. Martin, Antigua, Anguilla, Barbuda, they're bad. The Florida Keys, 90% of the houses are knocked down. It's bad. We're not going to get much help as regards restoring electricity, so we have to do it ourselves.
Right now, we're here taking off all the wires from the pole, just cleaning them up so they take the wires in the pole up. So we just cleaning and coiling, no cutting.
nice.
All right.
And then this is electrical.
Hey.
Nice one. Keep up the good work, brother.
You too, and thanks.
So in front of us, we just went and did a recce at the Methodist Church, where we're going to be setting up the relief effort on this side of the island in Gun Creek. These boats have arrived in Puerto Rico to drop off aid and also to evacuate as many people as possible. The Puerto Ricans have been incredible. They're not a wealthy nation, and they have been sending boats of stuff and people to help. There is no running water, there is no electricity. This island is running out of food and water fast. So I've just arrived at my house on Virgin Gorda, and we are clearing out my kitchen of all the stuff that can be used to build a makeshift community kitchen in the Methodist Church in Gun Creek. Cutlery, pots, pans. We're gonna get the barbecue here. And the aim is to try and set up the church to be able to support 500 meals a day, which is quite a big task, especially considering there is no food on island. So we've got supplies coming in today. We're going to try and set it up in the Methodist Church and make the church as secure as possible, liaising with sort of local people that the team here have already been in contact with to try and get them to help manage this effort. The Marines are here, the ones who are here are helping load stuff and keep us safe and the food's secure, and they're doing an amazing job, I have to say. Like, the Marines who are here on the ground couldn't be more friendly, couldn't be more helpful.
Hey, young Hammer, you already gone?
Yeah. What's your mission today?
Mission today is to get this kitchen up and running, feed people.
In this situation, you need high fat, high carbohydrates. If you're looking at it, you've got corned beef, tomatoes, corned beef, make a stew, rice stew, and that's it.
The aim is to feed as many people as possible from here. It might take a few days to get up and running. Anyone who can help with that, anyone who's a chef who might be able to help, that'd be great. Virgin Gorda is such a special place. We will get through this together.
You getting ready? You getting ready?
Yeah,
what you
I'm
doing?
getting ready.
What you doing today?
Gonna cook some rice, have some chicken breast, some veg. Yeah, man, keep it real. All right, brother. Yeah, we're just prepping some onions for the rice.
We have to get a video of the man with the best smile in the BVI. Check out this man's smile.
The whitest teeth.
Oh yeah.
How'd you get them so white?
Bust him out.
Bust him out?
Easy bust him out, man.
What's that?
Bust him out.
Shorty, what you been doing today?
Do some pot washing and do some cooking.
Yeah?
Just like that.
Big love, Shorty.
Alright, Sam.
So this is the lovely Shorty who's been helping in the kitchen, and this is his house. And his car was down there, and now that's his car. So I just arrived at Ledbrick Bay again to go and continue our relief efforts, and seeing mothers walking down the dock crying with children in their hands, hand in hand, as they're sending their kids off to safety. And yeah, just amazing. Some of the mothers are staying to help with the community and getting their kids to safety, and they don't know when they're next going to see them, and it's crazy. I mean, it is really crazy. They're the images that really make this situation visceral. Friends have had no communication from the outside world. They don't even know if the outside world knows what's happened.
Yeah, man.
Well, look, I mean, we're doing all we can in the short term so the big boys come in and come
Yeah,
out,
man.
but
Yeah, man.
As you can probably see by the images, there is pretty much nothing left. This is my two childhood friends, Gumption and Stedman, and we're just chatting.
We together right now, feeling the same pain. Right up on the hill, I lost my house, everything gone. His own too.
Yeah, I used to have a view of all of this.
Both of us.
Now it's
Back to back.
This is the thing, like you two, you've completely lost your homes, and you guys are helping the aid effort to get everything back and built again.
One of my goals personally in look towards getting a house, so at least I know 100 houses in that same build. This is your house right there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need one.
Yeah.
Would you sleep in the bed? Yeah. So we can try what got pump. Yeah, I understand. We can try got pump and maybe she can have one.
So that pink house there is Stedman's house. And Gummy, where's your house?
Right, literally below his, in that area. My house used to be right there, a yellow house.
Oh my god, man.
Yeah. Yeah. My house used to be there, mate. Right. Gone.
This is Gumption's house.
Yeah.
Right here. Or where his house was.
They took me out of my house, but they take me out of my home because my home is inside my body.
Yes, man.
Yeah, man. You're a rebel. Definitely.
It's amazing in these situations what becomes a valuable commodity. The main thing at the moment is food, water and shelter, and tarpaulins are in very high demand. There's some coming in aid shipments, but trying to distribute them evenly and fairly is quite difficult. I just want to keep everyone 100% and knowing the state of people's houses, and also giving people what they need in the short term, but also being strategic about making sure that the right people are getting the right things.
I don't have no stay with her. I ain't scared to call anybody name. She should have never got to the top. She have food. And I know of a lady that down here, she just has one hole in the roof. Yeah. She should have gotten the top first Everything is wet this morning again because she didn't get a top, and she just needed one of the small cups.
Yeah, because she lived, basically saying, she lived downstairs of a house.
People with no roofs shouldn't get a top. It's no use.
Hey, look, we totally understand.
Okay.
But just so you understand, no communication.
I understand. I understand.
The problems that arise literally on a dime change the strategy, and suddenly the morning that we spent, we're going to spend doing what we planned now needs to be sorting out this little mini problem, and there's many problems everywhere, and it's quite full on.
Ride over the hill, I reckon. I guess we send the car specifically for him. And at the moment, I don't know if it's over that way. Only just a concrete.
We just had a good feel-good story. What's a feel-good story?
Feel-good story is we have a 13-year-old girl that has started her own school. She's got 5 students right now.
Hello. How are you doing? Are you the teacher? I'm Sam. Nice to meet you. Hello. So I've heard the story of you teaching these kids, and I keep crying because it's just so inspiring what you're doing, you know, and it's been such a tragic situation, and you've taken the initiative. So why do you think it's important to teach these children?
Well, as for me, I'm a school freak. I can't stay for school for too long. I don't really like to see kids just lingering playing, don't do nothing. So yeah, I just took it up. The parents asked me to do it, so I made it to myself that I sit down, I write it, and I make sure I do it right for each of them because they're going in different grades. So I did it in a different level for them so that they would understand it.
Great, amazing. And who are these kids? Hi.
Say hi.
Is she a good teacher? Yeah? 13-year-old teacher, running her own school. That's pretty cool. High five. Nice. You know, in the midst of such tragedy comes such community and spirit, and you know, we really find out what we're made of in these times of struggle, and the people here are just unbelievable. Like, the positivity, the productivity, the resourcefulness.
Yeah, working on having a stronger, greener, more positive Virgin Islands.
There are some people who are fearing for their lives. There are other people who are just getting on and starting to clear stuff up. How you doing, man? Give me one of them. I think everyone in the world could learn a lot from these people. They have a lot of need at the moment, but they're smiling and they're having fun and they're looking after each other.
All is well with my soul.
Still here as usual.
Thank you to everyone who's shared their story with me, who's friends that I've seen, and people I've met along the way. It's been absolutely beautiful.
Thank God I have life still. Once you have life, you have hopes to start over again. You can't give up. Never give up, man.
For those people, like I said, that don't have a house and are trying to completely rebuild from scratch, that's where the help is really needed.
We need as much help as we can. You know, we're trying to stay strong and, you know, to survive, but we need help where we can. We greatly appreciate it. Thankful for.
You got one message to the outside world, what would it be?
Need help.